Joe Rogan clips. I like to watch this show on YouTube. It's not actually the whole show. It's Joe Rogan's podcast. It's like an hour or 2 hours long, and sometimes you'll see the whole thing posted. But a lot of times he'll just cut out like conversations, 5 to 12 minutes, and post them on his YouTube clips channel. And that's what I like. I have 5 minutes, I have 10 minutes, I have 15 minutes, and it's perfect, and I get most, if not all, the conversation, pertaining to the title. Usually he's not really into using clickbait titles or anything, pictures. He's pretty straight up. Joe Rogan, first time I saw him was like the host of Fear Factor. And now, after watching, I know he's a stand-up comedian. That's his primary gig. He also announces for UFC because he does mixed martial arts, although he doesn't like to compete, which is good. I'm the same way. I don't mind. I would, for fun, work out and do that shit in the gym, but at no point in my life have I ever been okay with letting people punch me in the face. That's just like the worst thing that I can think of, right? I mean, why? Like, I don't understand the thrill of letting someone punch you in the face. I mean, even if, that's not the goal is to knock them out or whatever. Still, there's a lot of getting punched in the face. Too much for me. Way too much. I'm not down. See, he's not either, he likes the workout, the brush, the competition, but he doesn't like getting punched in the face. And understandable. Very, very understandable. Anyways, and so now he does a podcast, and I mean, he lives in LA and he knows pretty much everybody there. He's been in the business for a long time, doing stand-up. You meet a lot of people, and when you're not traveling there back in LA, all these entertainers, they just go around to everybody's and do everybody's podcast, and then everybody does their podcast, and they make money off of it. They get endorsements and they stay relevant and on the forefront of people's minds. That's what I would do. I mean, I'd love to, just do podcasts, drive around and do podcasts all week, and then have someone do a podcast with me and do a show or whatever, I mean, now's probably the best time to be a celebrity because you have the most control over your career, and there's so many ways to publicize yourself on, through social media, and that's what being a celebrity is about, is staying relevant, staying on the forefront of people's minds. You don't want them to forget that you exist for even a second, and if they're subscribed to your YouTube or on your Instagram or your Twitter and they're listening to you and you're constantly posting, then you stay relevant. Anyways, I mean, pretty much everybody's been on Joe Rogan's show. He's pretty consistent with having, conservative people as well as liberal people and moderates and everything in between. He is the kind of person that is, somewhat liberal on certain things and then somewhat conservative on other things. He's, typical. I mean, he's not wanting to burn anybody. He's supposedly friends with Alex Jones from InfoWars, but Alex is crazy, like ranting towards him and calling him the devil and saying he's working for CIA. And Joe's being real nice about it. He's like, yeah, we'd be friends if we were around each other, but shut up, stop lying and saying bullshit on your show. I wouldn't be friends with him. I'd be like, that's an asshole. I don't care if that's his gimmick and that's what he's trying to sell or not. I don't want to be involved in that shit. I don't even want him talking about but other than that, the show is great. It's pretty unbiased as much as it can be. They don't argue or anything on that show. They, will Google shit and Wikipedia and confirm shit. He's got like another guy behind the camera doing all that shit. Anyways, the link to this shows are on the description. Check it out.